Namaste to all. It is true that each of us has potential that is greater than our most lofty goals and objectives. However, the majority of this potential remains unrealized. Every individual is capable of experiencing many levels of consciousness. However, the majority of us live in the lower planes. Higher dimensions of existence are something that we have never encountered before. Another important point to consider is that we don't even recognize the existence of these levels. Unfortunately, an important portion of the population is not happy with their present situation. They are unaware of what is lacking in their lives. The question is, what is the reason for this terrible situation? The primary reason for this unhappiness is our attachment to the material world or to the material plane of existence. The phrase attachment, what exactly does it mean? When we talk about attachment, we are referring to the process of developing a sense of I and mine within oneself. This phenomenon occurs whenever individuals engage or interact with objects, ideas, people, or any other entities. The formation of attachments results in the formation of a link between ourselves and our feelings or experiences. When this occurs, we often overlook the fact that these things are not an integral part of our identity. We often forget that our connection with them is meant to be experienced in a non possessive manner. This is why a bond is finally formed. This ultimately results in the confinement, restriction, or imprisonment of consciousness. In the end, we lose the free flow of our consciousness. Such events contaminate the mind, leading the individuals to experience a wide variety of difficulties. As soon as we are able to get a glimpse of our higher levels of awareness, our feelings of misery, our discontentment will immediately disappear. There are many forms of yoga that are widely practiced all over the globe, such as Raja Yoga and Kundalini Yoga. The ultimate goal of each and every one of these systems is to be able to achieve the transcendental states. People are able to establish a connection with their own inner selves through the use of these higher dimensional experiences. Most systems emphasize the significance of concentration as a method of separating consciousness from the external world, which in turn facilitates the exploration of higher dimensions. The next step after withdrawing awareness is to direct that awareness into the most profound areas of the mind. The act of focusing one's attention on a certain point or location, which may be either internal or external, is referred to as concentration. Whenever a person is concentrating, that individual focuses solely on the task at hand, keeping all other ideas and topics out of their mind. Now, it is important to note that this is not a simple task. This is because our consciousness, when combined with our mind, is programmed to shift its focus from one object to another. Any effort on our part to subdue consciousness and make it stay in a single spot puts pressure on the mind. It causes stress and frustration because no matter how hard we try, we cannot stop our minds from wandering. Try to concentrate on something for a few minutes and you will convince yourself of this fact. During this process, you will also be able to observe an infinite influx or stream of thoughts. Some of these thoughts seem related to each other, while others appear to be completely unconnected. This phenomenon of disconnected thoughts is referred to as distraction or vikshepa in Sanskrit. This represents a significant limitation in the capabilities of the human mind. Many yoga systems will ask you to position an object in front of you and imagine an internal picture. Then you need to focus your attention on it. According to them, you will instantly begin to explore the subconscious depths of your mind. Although the method is sound and may lead to amazing experiences, visible results in real life are often rare. Why is this happening? It is because this technique does not take into account the fact that our minds have a propensity to wander over everything. When the mind is unable to concentrate, the subconscious mind continually projects streams of differing thoughts into conscious perception. Concentration is possible only if a person is very relaxed mentally and physically. However, most people find it difficult to relax. And when they do manage to do so, it is a rare occurrence. As a result, asking most people to concentrate is insulting them or giving them an unpleasant task. In a situation where they are attempting to concentrate, they will exhibit an unusual behavior. What will they do? They will try to suppress the elements of their thoughts that are causing them distress. This will make them more tense. Concentration is a process that occurs spontaneously. when both the mind and body are in a deeply relaxed state. Concentration, specifically real concentration, remains impossible until relaxation is achieved. Therefore, it is necessary to have a system that progressively guides a person to more profound states of relaxation. Then, concentration gradually evolves into a spontaneous activity of consciousness. The path that leads to this state is known as the Kriyayoga system. What goals will you accomplish when you are able to concentrate, whether through relaxed or intense concentration? The spontaneous state of meditation is the outcome or culmination of this process, which requires profound and undivided concentration. The term meditation is familiar to the majority of people. Nevertheless, only a limited number of individuals have ever experienced it. Manifesting this state requires a high level of conscious alertness and an almost excessive relaxation of both the mind and body. During concentration, our consciousness remains uninterrupted, which allows our subconscious forces to emerge. Then, the subconscious mind begins to reveal the hidden psychological patterns that influence our thoughts and behaviors. For most of the part, our mental distractions prevent us from accessing and communicating our inner power. As we engage in prolonged periods of concentration, we begin to discover the deepest aspects of our lives. A significant number of individuals are unable to concentrate because of the many distractions that occupy their minds. Eliminating these deeply rooted complexes, which are largely unknown to us, makes relaxation a natural and profound experience. Following that, meditation starts spontaneously. No effort is required.